Alright, here we are at the door panel on my trusty rusty rabbit. And so what kind of tools are we going to need to complete this job? Well, you're going to need a very small drill bit. Very small, see? You're going to use that to drill your pilot holes for your speaker if you're installing a speaker. If you don't put speakers in, if you're just cleaning your window tracks, don't need to worry about that. If you're installing speakers, you're also going to need this. A drill, electric or corded, to drill that pilot hole and also help you screw in those screws. Again, if you're not putting in a speaker, you don't need it. If you are putting in speakers, you're going to need a speaker. You're also going to need the wiring that came with it, or wiring that you make yourself. You'll need 2 leads. They need to be about 6 to 8 feet long. I'll show you how to thread them through. Go ahead and hook them up on this side and get it all set up so it's looking pretty. Also, if you're installing speakers, you're going to need sheet metal screws. 4 of them, short, less than 1 inch. You don't want them hitting anything important in the back side of this thing, okay? Standard tools you're going to need, pretty simple for this job. The only special tool, like I said before, is the upholstery puller. It's about $7.99 at a local store. You'll need a flat blade and a Phillips head screwdriver, and that is that. Let's begin. First thing I'm going to do is take off your door handle. Located up underneath here, on each side is 2 screws, one on each side. Phillips head, go ahead and take those out. There you go. Looks pretty good. Next thing you're going to have to take off is your window crank. And you carefully pry this away. It's got a plastic sheathing around it. This one here is already broken off, but you just pry it up and slide it out of the way, just like that. So you can expose the bolt. It's going to be right there. Again, it's a Phillips head screw. Go ahead and take that out as well. Once that's out of the way, next thing to come out is your door handle. In order to take your door handle out, you'll need a flat blade screwdriver. At the very front here, you'll see a little detent. You want to stick your flat blade screwdriver in, pry out on it a little bit. Out will come a cover. Behind that, Phillips head screw is holding the door handle in place. So go ahead and take your screwdriver and remove that. Now, take your door handle, move it forward slightly, slide it right out of place. Piece of cake. So now we get to the harder part. You don't want to break these. You know, you can always find replacements. I believe the dealership still has them, but don't quote me on that because the dealership doesn't have much for these old cars anymore. So you're going to pick a corner, any corner, and you're going to start popping out these rivets. You can see on an older car they tend to come out pretty easily. Don't want to use excessive force. Just get this center notch in the vicinity of that rivet, and it tends to just come out all by itself. There you go. That's what the rivet looks like. Just a plastic tab. Like I said, if you break them off, they are replaceable, but you better have a few on hand, because if you don't, you're going to be pretty well out of luck. So here we are, a door panel with the goodies taken off of it. Installation is just the way installation would seem. Okay. You line up your holes. You snap those clips back into place. Okay. Get your door handle back in place, like so. handle on. Don't forget to put your shim in here. Faces outward. Alright. And lastly, your handle. Make sure those are nice and tight. Well, that's it. I've now got a door handle that works. A window that operates properly. A new door lock. Good to go. A little cleanup, and you're on the road listening to some new tunes. Of course, after you hook up your stereo speakers. This is Eric. Door panels, doors, windows, you name it. We do it all here. Have a good one.